Um, the economy of China is changing, and naturally, the huge tariffs that President Trump has put on 10% on this other 260 billion, then I think it goes to 25% at the first of the year. So that would be in about 3 months. But I think China right now is changing, and it's changing fast. Now, what happened in the 70s? China turned to these entrepreneurs, people off the street, and made the economy look like it was a profit and loss economy, just like the United States has. But as we know, throughout history, China is communist. China is a communistic country. And generally in communism, the government owns everything. Because the people are part of the government, and so technically they would own everything too. But they're not going to let a little guy operate off the street and run his own business like we do in the United States and get some profits and things like that. So what I think is going to happen very shortly, a lot of these things like t-shirts, baseball gloves, things that are simple, not technology items, but I think the government of China is going to take those back. They're going to take them over. They're going to run those industries. And all these other people that own them now are going to be moved to the side. They might give those people some money. They might give them some stock in the company. I don't know. But those people are going to be out. And a lot of it in China now is real hush-hush. Nobody will talk about nothing because a company like the t-shirts, baseball gloves, things like that, goodbye, we're taking it over. Because we're communists and that's the way it goes. We set this thing up in the 70s and China was in trouble. Their economy is going to collapse. So they let these individuals off the street come in and run it and start running these businesses like they would in the U.S. Profit and loss, free enterprise system. Communism separate on the other side. But now though, communism will not take over the technology companies. They want to see these companies keep working, advancing technology. Then when the time comes, they'll take them. But that looks like that's what the plan is. And that's what's happening. And just like somebody said lately in Beijing, a professor at a university declared that private ownership should be eliminated. Private ownership should be eliminated. Everything moves to the government. Government owns everything. Communism. All the people that live there, they're all communists. So technically, they would own part of your company too, because the government owns it, and they're in the government. And you're going to be put on a train, say I'll see you later, send you out of town. Now they might give you a little money for it, I don't know, when they take it over. But some of these companies, especially if Trump keeps hitting them with big tariffs because it's cutting down the profits on these companies and that people would make, and they'll just walk in and say, look, I can make t-shirts. This machine here, there's a machine here that runs 24 hours a day making t-shirts. I mean, it doesn't sound like you got to be a genius to run that machine. You put the t-shirt in you want, keeps running. You're sleeping, the machine's going. So I mean, I think that's a great discovery and all that, but right now, with the economy moving like it is, the government understands how to do it. And another thing is they're having some problems with medical expense and some of their taxes and all that. So I don't know what's going to happen. And if Trump keeps moving these tariffs, then that's going to be cutting down the profits of these small companies that are owned by individuals inside China. And then next thing, they're going to be leaving. And those companies will be run by the Chinese government. And also, right now, it's hard to get loans in China. the money's getting tight with the banks. But it says that the Chinese government don't have no trouble getting loans at the bank. But people off the street do. So this is changing. It's all changing fast. And I think before Trump's tax 25% at the first of the year tariff comes into effect, I got a feeling you're going to see a lot of these industries that are moving to the government and throw all the individuals out that are trying to run a free enterprise economy like they do in the United States. They're going to be moving out. The government's going to be taking over all these companies. And if you study communism, you know what it's about, and you sit and watch, you're going to see what happens. Thank you.